Barto, we are live with the
12 hours of boom.
12 hours of boom. We're back.
We're going to be in for 12, baby. 12. What are we going to do? We're going to test it 12-hour style, baby. Woo.
Disclaimer, we're out of practice.
For the lives.
For the 12
Yeah.
hours.
We skipped a year. We skipped a year. 12 hours.
Skipped a year.
I don't know if you can train for 12 hours, though.
Well,
there's
this
some
thing.
pros.
It's muscle memory. Yeah. Muscle
Now,
memory.
We did decide to start with a 40%er. We were like, what should we kick it off with? And I made a joke, the old par 12-year 40%. You're like, do it. Do it.
I think throughout the day, the more advantage we can take of 40% whiskeys, the better.
Right. We did learn after the first one, pacing yourself is key.
Trying to limit to about an ounce an hour.
Yes.
Water.
Yes. A lot of
Food.
water, some caffeine on occasion, food. Is that good enough there?
That's a little light, but that'll be good. That's
right.
Good.
So we're going to pace ourselves. I've had some people ask, you're drinking at 9 a.m? Yeah. First of all, professional tasters, we might as well be. And the taste sensations are more alive in the morning than they are at night.
I just say, if you don't believe in drinking before noon, that we can't be friends.
No friendship for you. No friend for you. Now, we'll probably get some folks in here that have no idea who the Scotch Test Dummies are. We've been at it for 8 years, so there's a whole backlog of stuff you can go watch if you haven't seen us before. Do we want to tease who's on tap? Obviously, this first hour, it's just us.
You bet.
Okay.
We will.
First 45 minutes.
Is this our fourth?
I think so.
We've done 3. We skipped last year.
Yeah, that's how I remembered it.
So we did 2017, 2018, 2019.
I believe
skipped
so.
2020. Well, we didn't skip 2020.
Well,
we couldn't.
You had COVID in October 2020. I got it in November, not from you. Right.
Right.
And so there was, although we used to do them in July.
Yes.
We had decided don't do them in 2019. It was like 100 degrees out, and we had a fire going by the pit, and it was like, this is crazy.
We had talked about moving it from July, and I don't remember why. I think the first year we were just like 12 hours of boom, let's do it. And I think, it was May, June time frame. Right. We scheduled it for July, and that's when they fell. That's when we were doing them. We had discussed moving it to October. Mm-hmm. Last year, though, I don't know if we were quite there or not, but during the summertime, COVID had hit, riots across the nation had hit. Yeah. And
lit the backyard on fire.
Kind of derailed the 12 hours of boom last year.
So we had no boom. So we had to have some boom this year.
And then admittedly, also, all of a sudden, it was late September, first part of October, and of this year, go back about 4 weeks ago.
Yeah,
we realized, hey, if we want to do the 12 hours of boom in October,
got to do it.
We've got to get it done.
Otherwise, it'll be a blizzard out there.
So,
you want to do a little roll call?
We can do it.
All right. I'm not scrolled all the way up. Let me get up. All right. We were looking at Mark Saliba was in early. Good morning, dummies. Early gym session. I'll roll through that. All the comments. Jordan Wall, Sanchez is in. Big Dog. He had some great comments, and he threw in a wolf. I love that. I love that the wolf was in there. That's how I like to say it anyway. Let's see. Tom R is in. We got a little smiley face or something. Yvette. Oh, is she related? Must be. Let's see. Leger Brown. Daniel is in. Vermas. Christmas on Crestline. He and his spouse, Jean, will be live on set later today. We'll talk about that. Anuj. Chris is maybe, I don't know how to say Chris's name. What do you think that is? Buzzle-Lencia? I'm going to guess. He wanted to know what we're doing, and is it 12 hours of drinking? Yes, but professional drinking. We won't, if we're good, get schnockered. Your gas tank does get full, though. There was I think the second time we did it, I paced myself very well. We get out to the pit. We're closing the show, and I have 3, and it's like when you're trying to get just a little more gas into the tank, but it's full, and all of a sudden it overfills. And I was like, whoo, and it hit me. I was like, what was I doing? I blew it in the 12th hour. South Dakota dude is in. Time for a dram. Jesse Voisin zooming in with his eagle. Time for a dram. Robert G. Mark JG, I think I said. Prescription bourbon. Nice. Let's see who else. Amy. Amy's in. She's never missed a boom. What about Amy's husband?
Amy and GCap. George is in here.
I know.
Oh, okay.
So, all right. Let's see. Beaver. Woo. All right. From Florida. Yeah, there's GCap right there. Okay. OJ for hire. Nurse Dave. Shaving Wall is in. Is it Shaving World? World. Sorry, I was zipping through. Mark is in. Who else we got? Was Vestis Las Bart. Vassus Los. Nictus Los. Let's see. LeJ Brown, I said. Who else? Guy Davis. Cameron Lochner is in. South Dakota dude. Teddy. KGB. Watch out. He's always keeping an eye on you. Whoop, it jumped on me. Bozia. Sam Clark. What did I miss? Ms. Gracie. Chris Banks. Wildlife. Great photos of the Lancaster. Christopher Malloy. Prescription Bourbon. What are we down here to? I think
Christmas on Crestline. I see tuning in. Charlie and his wife. So Christmas on Crestline is a co-worker.
Yes.
He has his own. Not anymore.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that too, probably. But a co-worker. He has his own YouTube channel called Christmas on Crestline, where he details Christmas lights.
Right. Huge. He's won competitions.
He's also a whiskey lover. So we invited Charlie and his wife over later to talk about whiskey and Christmas lights.
Yes. Yeah.
I was looking up. They are on at 6 o'clock tonight.
Yes. 1,800 hours.
Yep. We'll go through the lineup here too. A couple of comments come in. Yes. 2 Fridays ago, the 15th of October was my last work day. I put in the retirement paperwork.
Yes.
And
now,
a sigh of relief comes out.
Vacationing out.
Yeah.
Till January.
Mid-January.
Right.
Yeah. That's 400 hours of vacation.
Which you would have had to burn.
Woo. Well, not all of it.
That's true.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, so some exciting news there.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what the future holds.
Right. Future holding.
Still sipping on my morning coffee and whiskey.
Very good. I like it. I get a lot of honey vanilla off of this old par. My neighbor gave me this. He said he had an ex-brother-in-law that loved Old Par 12. It's a blended scotch. That's not bad at all.
Nice sipper.
Yeah,
nice
I
sipper.
haven't sipped yet. Like I said, pacing. We will have Cousin Shane and Shakes Pennington. They will roll in at some point in time. We've got an area set up at a table they can sit at, and they will be singing Fireside later today.
Right there. Oh, their camera is not coming through on the live for some reason. It is showing down here.
Yeah.
That's where they will be.
Maybe it went to sleep, but that's fine. That's how it should be. So
could be.
Yeah, we've got them blacked out. They won't be in yet. They are not here yet.
I can even add Bart if I want to.
Ooh, do it. And then what we can do it, and then I can come in and be like, "Hey, you did it. What are you doing? That's crazy." See, then you come back out. We're getting good.
I did that to keep Bart on his side of the
he didn't want me
counter.
Encroaching. I'd be like, hey, what's going on? Every
year.
Look at that comment right there.
Every year we make improvements.
Yeah.
That's an improvement.
He wanted me further away. That's his improvement. We'll be hawking some of the coins.
We are.
Yeah, we will be. This is our salute to 2020, which has the lone soldier middle finger on the back.
Oh,
we may do a 2021 with my 80s style finger and your 1970s Janis Joplin. That's what I like to call
the Clyde.
Yeah, the Clyde. We may do that later, but we'll be talking about that. For those that are in early, and I don't even know what for, I'll probably do it no matter what. But if we get super chats rolling in at some point in the show, we should probably figure out a number. I will wear what I like to call the Turn My Frown Upside Down shirt with what I like to say is a bear neck. You call it a lady's blouse.
It is a lady's blouse.
It's got a big old neck on it. It's for a large man is what I believe. I don't think it's a moo-moo or whatever.
Another improvement at some point during the day, I'll be moving in and out a little bit more. We do have the smoker going. Normally we're ordering pizza, making snacks, doing things like that. And I said, let's just make a brisket, some ribs. And Bart's got to have his fancy hot dogs.
Yeah, it's not. See, there you go. I like links. All right. Anybody out there likes links, you're in with me. Now I like the ribs and everything else too. But I love me some links.
Actually, we've got, and maybe we'll talk about some of the recipes because, like at lunch, I've got some ham and cheese sliders that we're going to smoke.
He's like a sideline chef.
You've
got something that scared me called armadillo eggs. I'm like, that doesn't even sound tasty.
That is the first time I've made those. Cousin Shane wanted those, so we whipped those up yesterday. They're ready to put on the smoker.
Now, what's an armadillo egg? Just so they know.
A stuffed jalapeno, whole, wrapped in beef and sausage. I bought Wagyu beef to try.
Good. Wow,
and
Wagyu.
And then bacon.
Ooh, got it.
And then smoked.
Now, I've got a neighbor. Sounds like they're mowing at what time in the day? 9 o'clock. Okay, that's not that bad. That's here getting an early start. So you may hear a little mower in the background.
Weather-wise, though, still it's going to be a beautiful day. Only supposed to be down to about 70 though tonight. I was hoping for a little bit chillier.
Really?
I'm thinking
like
late
70.
October. It should be like 55.
It's been about like that as we 60. Go, but because throughout the week it's been last night it was like 45 out at night.
Yeah, 2 nights ago it got down to 45.
See, I'm showing sleeping weather. Yeah, when we get out there, it'll be in the low 70s. See, I think that'll be perfect. We did get a little bit of rain, so I shouldn't catch the yard on fire again. What do we got there with Boyson? 10 minutes in and it turned into a sausage party. Boyson. That's terrible.
Tom R points out that Grand Old Par is popular in Central and South America where they drink it on ice. So it was blended to stand up to cold ice and water. Tom R.
His brother-in-law was Venezuelan. So that fits. Tom R's in the know. He loved it. His brother-in-law was Venezuelan, and he had to have a bunch of this on stock, in stock whenever they visited, I guess. So that's interesting because I'd never heard of it. He was like, hey, I'll never drink this. Do you want it? I was like, sure. Great neighbor.
Lee J. Brown says, is that the new sideline then, Scott? Now you're retired. Barbecue test dummies. LOL. That's a lot. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, but you'd probably be huge. Yeah. You get 100,000 subscribers in a week, probably. They'd be like, what? Meat? Do you do the links? And then you'd say no, and they'd be like, we don't like your channel anymore.
Big Dog has a good question. Does Scott's smoker burn peat? That might be neat to burn some peat to smoke meat.
The peat. Use the meat to smoke the meat.
Yep. Smoked meat
Sounds
with
like
smoked peat.
Shirt.
How about a little ding ding and ling on?
Yeah, we didn't bring the cowbell.
Ring a ding.
What is it? Hoyt, the hemp hill. He likes rope.
Thanks for the super chat, Hoyt. To start your long day, I'm doing granddad duty and we'll be in and out today. Have a fun time. Thanks, Hoyt. We're going to be here for
perfect. We'll be here for the long haul.
12 hours.
Our butts will get sore. We were doing a lot of standing before the show started because we knew we were going to be doing a lot of sitting.
We are out of practice. I am 2 years older now. I might have to take a nap on the couch.
Right. Yeah.
I might have to alternate like this when you're out.
Well, I'll just go out and the show.
Yep.
It'll be like he's out.
Maybe just let me know. Heading to the couch.
So I've got the Bradshaw shirt on. When they sent some of the Bradshaw bourbon and the rye, we got a shirt, had the perfect 12 on the back. I thought I need to have that for the start of the show. Let's see what else. What would you say your highlight was for the year? I mean, once we got
up and running. Real quick to call him because he's our first guest at 10 o'clock here.
Yeah.
Colin, we will send you a link. We've got separate live set up for each episode. So when we shut this one down, we'll go into the next one. I'll send you the link then. So look for it about 10 minutes early.
Right. Yeah. We do a 45-minute show. So then probably about 10 minutes prior to every individual guest time, they'll get that email link. We could even send out several, but we knew sometimes it gets confusing because I've done some live shows before, and if I send the link too early, they think they're off on the time and they pop in early.
Yeah.
So, and it wouldn't even bring you into the show we're currently doing.
Right.
So,
But,
we
had a welcome from Singapore, welcome from Singapore.
What's Nurse Dave saying there? Something about some ribs?
Ribs. Isla ribs would be amazing. Ribs smoked with peat. Ring a ding a ling a ling from Ms. Gracie.
Woo!
Wasn't that Sandra Bullock's name on the Miss Congeniality?
Oh,
Ms. Gracie.
Ms. Gracie. Could be. We're getting close to me having to turn that frown upside down shirt.
12 hours of boom on my birthday. How cool is that?
Ooh, that is cool. I just took another sip of the par and it's not bad at all. Again, it's 40% ABV. we wanted to start off just a little light, a little slow. The first year we did it, and you always remember her name and everything, but the mixologist who walked us through burning of the orange
cocktail maven.
Yes, and that tasted so good.
That was the second or third year,
right? Oh, was it? Okay, but we had full
yeah.
ounce in there, and I couldn't help but drink more of it. That's the danger of a cocktail. It was so good, and then you were even like, "Whoa, careful!" And then, sure enough, about 3 hours later, I'm like, "Wow, that cocktail, that's catching up." You got to make sure you pronounce the tail when you say that sentence. Let's see. 2 wheels down.
That's Swami.
Good morning, Jesse.
Morning, Swami.
Okay. Got it. Let's see. We got some happy birthdays going around. Awesome. Scotty Harrison. What's up, dummies? I'm 3 hours in. I'm 3 hours into 12 hours of work. Hey, we're only about 25 minutes in.
15.
To 12 hours. 15. We'll join with a dram about 6 this evening. We'll see you. We'll be a little wore out by then. So comments are still popping here. Thoughts on the Bullet 95 rye? I think he's asking everybody in the
Just
room.
the standard Bullet rye. It's a decent rye. A lot of people like it, and it's kind of their go-to
Bullet
rye.
Though, has a little bit of that dillish flavor to it.
It's a little younger, I think.
Well, and then that dill. Some people love that. I don't mind that dill flavor. I just want to know when I'm going to be experiencing it. It's not my favorite of that dill flavor. I like the peppers, but it is a nice rye. So.
Reach down there behind, or it's right here. I'll grab it. And this review is coming up. I see Ms. Gracie.
Ooh, what did Ms. Gracie?
This one right here. We just reviewed it.
Oh, yeah.
And I found out that this is a new blend.
Really?
The Kalila he's using is a little bit older in this one, is what Rainier was telling me.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Needless to say, we were both.
Nope, we don't want to reveal too much.
Okay, you'll have to watch
wait for the review.
You have to watch it almost. So, yeah, you got to watch that show.
You know what? We would have had a review coming out today at 9. I didn't even think about it with all this going.
Doing this.
I know.
Right. Yeah.
I've got a.
Yeah. We also talked about this for the fans that know. We talked about, because originally, remember what we were going to do was we usually only monetize the first and the last of the show. But we talked about this kind of wears us out. We were talking about when we did this, we would monetize all 12 and take the next month off and give us a little break. I don't know if we're doing that or not. We'll play it by ear. Oddly enough, though, doing 12 hours of anything straight is hard. So who knows?
Well, we had talked about that, and when we did that in July, taking the rest of July off.
Ooh,
I think it's been so long since we've done it, though. We're kind of fresh.
Sure.
And, it was just
fresh on the first one.
Well, we had 5 months off basically when I had COVID as well, because I couldn't taste and smell.
Right. Yes.
So we had a break from November to April.
You saying your poop didn't stink?
It did not. To me,
he acts that way sometimes. Like, my poop don't stink. I'm like, well, that's terrible. Yeah, we had some time off. We got back into the groove. I will point out, and we've noticed this with other whiskey tubers, it feels a little bit like, we thought maybe it was just us, but it looks like maybe there's an algorithm adjustment. Like maybe YouTube isn't wanting to pump up the algorithm because it's a adult beverage. I don't know. Everybody's down. Like something that would normally, we could put out a bourbon and within 6 hours they'd have 1,000 views, no problem. We could put out something a little more trendy. We'd be picking 3,000 views up, no problem. And everything seems halved. Would you say halved?
Less than half,
really.
Yeah.
And when we look over the course of our 8 years, the views that we're getting kind of go back to about 6 years ago. It's weird. And so it's got to be an algorithm because it's hitting other YouTubers as well.
Yeah. And we'll ask them. We got Scotch 4 Dummies coming on.
Maybe they're getting twice as many. Maybe they get all our views. Anything's possible. So
Rob and Jeremy will be on, and Roy. Now Roy's
tease
numbers,
the rest of that in order there. So,
okay, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
So this is episode 1. Episode 2 at 10 a.m. Central Time. Colin Stroud, and he's in the comments here. He was our tour guide at Boonahaven when we were over there.
Yeah, it was awesome. And he's coming all the way from Scotland, from Islay.
Yes.
So this is literally a worldwide boom.
And he had a buddy in him started a YouTube channel just reviewing Islay whiskeys from his attic on Islay.
But it's a nice attic.
And it's The Attic All Isla Whiskey is the name of his YouTube channel.
The Attic All Isla Whiskey.
So we look forward to having Colin next.
Mm.
Episode 3.
Colin, I would have called it The Attic in Isla. Kind of scary.
At 11, episode 3, Grace O'Reilly from Waterford Irish Whiskey will be joining us.
She picked us up when we landed in Dublin.
Yep.
So, and then drove us back.
Took care of us for the whole week we were there.
Mm-hmm.
At noon, episode 4, Rob and Jeremy. Rob, Whiskey in the Six. Jeremy, Sipper Social Club will be joining us. If they both can get together, I believe they are. At 1 o'clock, or episode 5, Roy, Aquavitae, is joining us.
Comes in from Glasgow. Come on, baby.
Talk about the online Scotch Whiskey Awards, something that Roy and Ralphie drummed up.
Yep, good idea.
To show kind of the
YouTube
whiskey tubers influence.
Right. Or just, put our stamp on it, because, I mean, we're definitely kind of the face of online whiskey as far as coverage.
Yep. Episode 6 at 2 p.m. Central Time, Balcones. Thomas Moat will be joining us from Balcones.
And we'll be talking about the Mirador. I've got my 2018, and then they did send us a 2020, so we'll be able to do a little compare and contrast.
I see it's taking a hit. It's sitting over there.
Oh, my God, yeah. My first, the other one?
So
here's mine. I've been nursing that along. I said, we can use this. He said, no, we got to send you a new one. Well, I had to taste test that bad boy.
Yeah, you've done a good job of that.
Well, it needed to get a little air. So, yeah, that's good. That's good. They are slightly different. Scott hasn't tried either, so I'm curious to see the differences that Scott picks up. I've got my notes, but we'll see what he picks up. That will be interesting. Who's our next guest? This one's exciting, baby. Get ready. Dave.
Is that it? Be episode 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is David Beck, creator of Distilled Board Game.
The board game, baby. The board game. Literally, you have a board game. It's like you've been willed a distillery from your uncle.
I thought that was a good one to put in midday.
Oh, yeah.
Get you lively up.
I thought you were going to knock it for a second.
I thought Bart's going to be, he's going to be on the down.
Yeah, I'll be like, I'll start, and then it'll be like board game.
About 3 o'clock.
Yeah, we're having a board game.
Bring in a board game. That's
the whole idea is you've been willed this distillery, and then you have to make it profitable. You can start selling gin or White Dog to get money. You can age things, buy barrels. It looks phenomenal. It's supposed to go to Kickstarter in 2022. So Dave Beck will be on. He's going to have we'll share a screen. He'll show you pictures. That'll be neat. Sorry, I'm still excited about that one.
Yeah, I knew that would happen. 4 o'clock, episode 8. Is that what we're up to? I keep losing track.
Yes.
Colin Keegan from Santa Fe Spirits and the American Single Malt Whiskey Commission will be joining us to talk about not just his whiskey, the commission, which is trying to get a legal designation for an American single malt, which will help sales worldwide. We do have this, but I drank it all. I got in trouble. He's like, you drank it all? I'm like, yeah, you drink all stuff all the time too. Come on. So yeah, we'll have that on. That'll be awesome. The special 10th anniversary sherry finished Cole Keegan is gone.
Yeah, it's gone. Well, look, small
bottle. You saved me a dram of it.
You had some, and you said I'm leaving it here. That means it's up for grabs.
5 o'clock p.m. Central Time, episode 9. Iron Root. Woo! Of course, we doubled down.
Got to. Yeah. We were even like, should we have Iron Root again? And we were both like, yes. I mean, it was zero hesitation.
I said, people are going to think Iron Root is paying us.
Nope, they're not paying us, but we love what they're doing.
We just love Iron Root.
Look at the Saints Alley thing. I saw you with cousin Shane down in Austin sampling this with licorice. It was Marcia and
Jonathan.
Right?
Well, John and Jonathan was there.
Okay, yeah.
Dad is John.
Got it. So then he goes by Jonathan.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My brother.
Maybe they might call
John. What about John?
JJ. John Jr.
From now on, I'm saying John. And he'll be like, you're not that funny. Yeah. He's an engineer. You don't want to mess with him, and he's stout. He's a stout fella. He just knocked me out. He gut punched me. What else?
6 p.m. Episode 10 is Christmas on Crestline.
Christmas on Crestline.
Our local
Charlie
YouTuber.
And Gene, baby.
Yep, Charlie and Gene, co-worker coming in. They'll be on set. They're coming over to enjoy some whiskey.
He doesn't like to say the co-worker thing.
Oh, okay.
Just saying.
Already said it twice.
I know.
Take it back.
Yeah, it's gone. We don't know him. He's a roof-mounted light guy.
We just invited some dude over.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, come
we
over.
like Christmas people. He's Christmas on Crestline.
7 p.m. tonight, Central Time, episode 11. Scotch 4 Dummies are joining us from Indianapolis.
More dummies.
They've got their 6th anniversary is coming up in a couple weeks. I thought we'll bring them in. Yeah, they're planning a big
the retired guy can go.
Retired, I am going.
He's going.
Yep. So we'll talk about their 6th anniversary coming up. I'm not sure. Maybe Johnny Walker. They had a big Johnny Walker video that blew up for him this year. So maybe we'll do a little Johnny Walker.
They got like 200,000 views or something, right? 300,000. It was huge.
I think they're at like 1 million.
Oh my God. I didn't know they hit that. Wow. Nice. This is my rookie hat, by the way.
Wow.
When I was in the academy, this is the hat they gave me back in the day. So I went old school.
At 8 p.m. tonight, it's just us out by the fire.
Back us will be fireside, pit side. Fire will be going. We had some rain here last night. I went and covered the pit to keep the wood hopefully all dry and everything. And I got some extra wood in the garage ready to go. What else you highlighted there? What do we got?
So later, Shakes, Pennington, and Cousin Shane are going to be here. They've got the time frame. They'll get here when they will. When they want to.
Yeah.
A wizard is never late. He arrives exactly when he wants to. That's what Shane would say.
Got it. Okay. Got it. A wizard's never late.
He arrives exactly when he plans
wizards. To. If you love the boom, please think about giving a thumb each hour you watch. That's very nice.
Yep. Thank you, Tom.
Very nice. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. All that helps. Subscribers, don't forget, we also have Patreon. And Patreon is where every once in a while we'll get a bottle donated from a fan or from a distiller. But really, our Patreon fans and the money they donate is what helps us go buy the bottles for the show. We're independent even when something's sent to us. We'll tell you what we honestly think. But, it helps when we go buy the stuff as well.
Crump, the cask hole is tuning in. The best part of waking up is whiskey in your cup.
The cask hole.
Hashtag Bart is a Wookie.
Ooh, I love the Wookie. There is no glass hole really on this one. I like to reference glass holes as well, not just cask holes.
Oh, here you go. Jesse's got a good point right here.
What's he say?
I learned the hard way during the 2019 boom not to drink SMWS drams throughout the day.
Oh, boy, isn't that the truth?
Gonna try to stay below 50% ABV.
Oh, yeah, that's the key.
That was, we opened up with Old Bar.
Yes.
It's a
40%.
Lesser.
It's a blend. Well, it's big.
Scotch.
Big in South America.
40% ABV.
Yeah,
so that's a good one. We might have to.
Yes.
Through the day, we'll work on, I think, lower.
Well, yeah, we got to be careful because he's right. If you've got an SMWS bottle and you're sitting at like 68% or a bottle of Wow or something, you're doing 1.5 basically ounces if you're doing an ounce. And all of a sudden you're like, whoa, something's happening. Something's happening to me. Yeah, the SMWS, the cast strength whiskeys will get you. They'll get you. Where are we at time-wise?
Well, you were speaking about how some fans will send us bottles. Eric has sent us several. And we've still got still got a couple of bottles from Eric to hit the review line. And I did find the Lost Distillery Towie-Moore.
Oh,
so we've got that. And then he sent there's another Costco blended Scotch.
Oh, I love that.
I think it's a non-age statement one.
Man, Costco's
half gallon
killing
again.
It. They can't by Kansas law, Costco can't have the Kirkland in their stores here. And I'd be all over it. So
David Geschke.
Presume you lads have seen the new Black Barrel.
No, are you talking the Jameson Black Barrel? Is it
is there the Black Barrel whiskey? Because
there's barrel whiskey. Yeah, which one are you? Which one are you?
Barrel. Oh.
Yeah, which one are you?
Yeah, which one? There's a lot of things that they call Black Barrel. So
Mark Slinger says, remember to let Roy know when Cousin Shane sings. So Roy couldn't make it to Austin this year because of the COVID travel restrictions. He had his tickets bought and everything, and then last minute found out he wasn't going to be able to make it.
Oh, my God.
He was even more disappointed that Cousin Shane was going to Austin, and he wouldn't be able to hear him sing.
And he blew it away at the La Quinta.
Yeah, Roy loves Shane's rendition of Alleluia from Robert Cohen.
Very good.
We did get Cousin Shane to sing in the lobby of the La Quinta for everybody there. It was a audience killer. I mean, it was like
an audience killer. That
pin could
sound
drop.
Good.
Oh yeah,
it blew the audience away.
Yes,
got it without killing them.
Oh, it killed them.
Killed them.
There's like grown men weeping yes.
men. That happens with whiskey.
Teary eyes.
Trevor, who, by the way, is also a huge board gamer. Way to go, Trevor. Be here at 3 for the Distilled with David Beck. But Bart, what happened to the strap and beard? You know what? I need to bring it back. I got rid of it. I had some time off, and it was bugging me. And it was so patched in. I mean, it was good growth-wise, but it was gray. It was like a calico cat. And then I had all this dark mustache and around my mouth. It looked like I was huffing black paint. I noticed one day, it looks like I just took black paint, put it around my mouth. And I was like, get rid of it. But I'm bringing it back. One, turns out it hid the double chin. So I could exercise and eat better or just grow back the beard or the goatee. I'm growing them back, baby. I'm growing them back. Yeah, I was like, what the heck? Where did that come from?
Gohab says hello from Montreal. Antonio C is hi from Denmark.
Ooh.
Yeah, people tuning in from all over. David Gesh says, yep, new Jameson Black Barrel, 50% ABV and non-chill filter.
I love the Jameson Black Barrel.
Now, is that the standard bottling release now is 50, or is this kind of a special edition Black Barrel?
That's special because I love their Black Barrel. Has that Brock's hard caramel candy flavor.
That's good. It's a deep, and it's like a $35 bottle.
Yeah, favorite Jameson, very smooth, very nice. If I get whiskey or non-whiskey drinkers, we host board game things over here at the house all the time. What did I say? What do we host? Board game things here. But every once in a while they'll see the whiskey and they'll want to try something. But I'll get someone that's never had whiskey. A lot of the couples, I'll let them have that Jameson Black, and they'll be like, "Ooh, that's really nice."
Do you have more coffee made, by the way, too?
I have not made any.
Okay.
I'll have to make some more.
I thought you did make some more.
Yes.
I may need some more coffee.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. What do we got here from Whiskey Quest? What's he saying?
He says, I thought I saw Roy all over the Bastards Ball. Everyone was taking pictures with him. Yep. I think was it Mark Goins? Mark JG brought a cardboard printout of Roy's torso and head.
Like a bust.
On a stick. It was Roy on a stick.
Roy on a stick. I like
so that. So everybody was taking their picture.
We should have had
He was making appearances.
Like, he's on set. Yeah. That's pretty cool. We'll have to flash that photo up.
You know what? Will and Sarah, Whiskey Crusaders in Dallas I think they ended up with it and took them outside. They did a live when they got back from Austin, and I think it was them. I saw they had it propped up in the corner.
Roy on a stick. I love it. That's perfect.
Oh yeah, Jesse, good question. Is this the 8th anniversary of the channel? If so, launch it. It is. So yeah, moving the 12 Hours of Boom to October ties it up with our YouTube anniversary each year.
October, roughly, maybe even the 23rd. We can't remember.
I would have to look and see.
2013.
Let's see if I can look real quick.
Wow.
I bet you someone can answer.
Someone will probably know that's exactly when the first show dropped. But yes, 2013.
It's funny that we don't know.
We've had, how many shows do we have? Yeah, we don't know.
We're around 900.
Yeah.
Well, we're over 1,000 with all the lives and the different.
You got to count them.
Twos.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought we're
probably around 1,100.
Yeah. So I don't remember the exact date it dropped, but if you look, by the way, we have kept our old shows on there. And first of all, you can see the younger versions of us. Very nice.
Some of those early ones are rough.
A little bit. I like them though, although we were definitely trying to figure out, but you can see where Test It came from, Scotch It, You Scotch Gods, all that stuff was organic and just kind of came in. We don't do the research, so you have to. That actually started this year. That was a great one that Scott came up with. We got Whiskey Jason coming on here. Are you ready? We got a ding, 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 ding,
a ring-a-ling, ding, 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 ding.
Congrats on 8 years. Boom. Let me bring that up.
Thanks, Whiskey Jason.
Woo. Thank you. Thank you very much. The par is gone, and I wanted to refill it, but no, we're pacing ourselves. We are pacing.
So our standard analytics page doesn't give us the count of our videos. I'm just
now, if you go to the very first video, well, it should give the date.
I think I'm going to have to go to.
Yes, you'll pop in there. Oh, now I'm popping in doubles here. Watch out. All right, we'll come in. So, actually, all the guests we have, I'm very excited to have on. Not just the board game guests, although I like the lineup we have. Hearing about what Roy and Ralphie have come up with. My only concern when they even had this was there are some bottlings that we don't see that come over to the States. So we don't know if we're going to have to work through some samples or what. I can't wait to talk to Roy to find more out about that. What you got?
I was looking. We created the channel on October 18th.
Okay.
Let me search though. I know
right.
Kalila 12 was our first.
Yeah.
Let's see when it posted.
Because then we came back and did that one again when we had our 100th show.
Yeah, we should go back once in a while.
Look at that! I love that giraffe head. That is why I wore that.
Silence.
There was actually a point where I saw that and I said, "Why did you let me wear that?" He goes, "Well, I don't know, you're goofy."
It posted on October 18th, 2013. So October 18th was channel created and first video posted.
Got it. We may have to coordinate it with that, but we're close enough.
It's the same week.
Well, it's Saturday. Yeah, it's the Saturday we would get to.
Yeah. Was that Monday? The 18th Monday, 15th? Yep, 18th was Monday. So,
and we shot that one at your place. The very first one we filmed was at your place.
So, I don't encourage people to watch it.
I think it's hilarious. I thought we were you and I were gelling like we always do.
Yeah,
well, it's not smooth.
No,
it's not where we're at now. But I love seeing the genesis.
Oh, sure.
And we knew even then that this was going to be a show about our journey, which is what a 12 Hours of Boom is it's as much for us to have fun and get educated by the guests as it is for you. So, but no, I mean, that journey where we went to, you don't like it because you weren't looking at the camera as much yet. Right.
I just wasn't as comfortable. You had been doing board game reviews. You were a little bit more, I think, just for doing the recorded videos. Right. I wasn't for probably the first 10 to 12 videos.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. And then I know you got, it is hard when you, you're
a lot better.
You're stud now. When you look into the void of the camera sometimes, but you just got to know you're talking to everybody. So, but it does get a little odd. What do we got?
I forgot. Crump, ring-a-ding-a-ling-a-ling. $5 super chat. Thanks, Crump. He has done a couple voiceovers for us, and I forgot he did offer to do one, but he's apologized that he didn't have time to get one done for us. I forgot about it, but yeah.
Yep, you'd sent me those audio files.
Here's $5 to make amends. He says, "Love y'all." You don't have to make amends. Yeah, you don't have to make amends, Crump.
But if you like the show, please. Where are we at? We're at 9:40. We got 5 minutes to go, and then the first one will be in the can. What's Whiskey Brazil?
WhiskeyBrazil.com wants to know when we will create YouTube membership. That's we kind of looked at that when it first came out, and it was I tried to go in and set it up as a little bit more detailed than I thought it was going to be, and I kind of just abandoned it.
Really?
But I know several people are doing. I think the Scotch 4 Dummies are doing it. Roy is doing it. Several people. It's kind of supplements, it's kind of like Patreon.
Yeah, I knew they were getting ready to do that. They only started doing that like 3 or 4 years ago, though, right?
I don't know if it's that long even.
Because they wanted to grab on to some of that money that was going to Patreon.
Yeah.
YouTube memberships. That might be good. That is the good thing is I will tell you, YouTube, I love history and reading history. YouTube is as important as that Gutenberg revolution of printing. I mean, there are so many different things. The other day I needed to fix something in the house. And I thought, man, what do I need? And I just Googled it and it was there. Or my sister was telling me.
I thought you was going to Gutenberg revolution of printing.
You don't know about the Gutenberg Bible?
No.
Oh my God. Printing. The mandate of print. They used to have to hand transcribe. You'd be a scribe. You'd be a scribe, a monk with the top of your head shaved, kind of like what I got natural. I'd be the lead monk, and I would you're like slave labor for me.
The things that you don't know, and the things that you do know is astonishing.
How do you not know about the Gutenberg Bible? That's like
just give me a
2-year-olds know about the Gutenberg Bible.
Just comment real quick. Those that know and those that don't. Don't be ashamed.
Gutenberg Bible.
Do you know about the Gutenberg revolution in printing?
Who doesn't know about that?
I don't know about.
Oh my God.
David Cole loves it early on when we would add all the water to videos. Yeah, we would have a Glen Cairn with water in it.
It'd be like, hold on, we're going to add a little bit of water to the whiskey. This is water. And it'd be like, just a smidge. Whoa, that was a lot. What happened?
It is. Someone just commented yesterday or today about how we poured water.
Oh, yeah. They still hate those. They're like, people will pop in like, you guys suck. Look at all the water. I'm like, that was 2006.
Ring-a-ding-a-ling for Gregor. I got to meet and hang out with Gregor down in Austin last weekend. Had a good time as well. Gregor, $4.99 super chat. Here's to you boys. Can't wait to meet the taller dummy one day. Scott assured me he is the charismatic one.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
Congrats on 8 years. Stubborn STDs.
Yes. Now, who said anything about Gutenberg? Steve Gutenberg from the Police Academy? That's a good reference. I like that.
Tom R knows. Jamie Beaver knows.
Yes. Amy knows.
Oh, there's Robert Licorice. He'll
Whiskey
be in later
Jason
with
knows. Scott.
Iron Root.
Bart is a walking contradiction, partly truth and partly fiction. I love that.
Oh, everybody does know.
Yeah, everybody knows about Gutenberg. Come on. So part of what YouTube's doing, though, there's things that you wouldn't even think you could learn via YouTube. My sister's got her own knitting channel. We won't go into that, but she was driving around. She was prepping for a trip to Europe, and she loves to drive wherever she goes. Ireland, Scotland, she'll drive, and she'll get herself ready. She found a guy on there who had a huge channel, way bigger than us. All he does is drive the routes and roads and show you how to get through pay tolls in Europe. Like you're going to need, 5 francs for this one, and you throw it into a basket. This one, you've got to have a swipe card that you've got to buy beforehand. And so she literally would like virtually drive her route. There's other people that do that. And then this guy got her through every toll in every different foreign language. So that's amazing.
Jordan Wall says, sorry, Scott, but Bart is right on the printing press. Oh, I had to know. I believed he was right. I just didn't know how many people knew that.
Oh, well, if I was slightly wrong, I would have said like the Gutenfelden printing press. And then he'd be like, what? And I'd be like, yeah, everybody knows that. And then I'd have the gist, but I would have said instead of Gutenberg, it would have been like Gutenfelden. And he'd be like, I think you're missing something on the pronunciation.
Drew from Arizona for a super chat, $20. Thank you, Drew. Appreciate it. Just want to start off your 12 hours of boom with some love.
Woo! Love it.
Drew.
Thank you. Ding, ding,
Ring
ding.
it, ring a ding-a-ling.
That's right. What else?
Thoughts on the Klein Leash 14? It's next up on his list to try. Love it. It's really good. Klein Leash, of course, being one of the used to be one of the main whiskeys in John Glazer's Compass Box blends. We've had a couple lately though where there hasn't been any Klein Leash in them, which is
because they break
always
down
seems to
everything.
be
They give you the recipes.
kind of seems to be the exception if there's not Klein Leash in a Compass Box. But
that's perfect. I can tell already if the super chats keep coming in like this, I'm definitely wearing the turn your frown upside down shirt because it's making me happy already. It's making me happy. Now we're at 9:45. I think we're going to need to wrap this
9:42. You're ahead.
Oh, that's right. This is the weirdest thing. This laptop, its timer's off.
Yeah, I've never. The clock is off on it.
Yeah, we've never seen that.
Take 7 is tuning in, and I haven't seen you before Take 7, but he says you guys are drinking for 12 hours. Yes and no.
Kind of, yeah, but it's paced.
We're
pros.
This is the opening episode. The closing episode in 12 hours is us out by the campfire. We've got a guitar player and a singer that comes in.
But
they'll be here throughout the day.
We will be drinking during every show, but we
have guests.
Pace it.
We have guests throughout the day. Come on.
Right.
Yeah, and we limit ourselves to 1
ounce.
Well, that's our recommendation.
Right.
Sometimes it's a little more.
Every once in a while, you get something good, and I'll have a second. And he'll be like, "Don't! You're going to ruin the algorithm."
We started off with a nice 40%er.
Yes. Nice
Old Bar, 12 years.
Less than an ounce.
It was very nice on the
Your
palate.
body can kind of process an ounce of alcohol an hour. So if you stay paced, you're okay.
You need water?
Yes, a lot of water, a little bit
and
of caffeine helps. Actually, talking for 12 hours combined with the whiskey can get into problems. So we'll see.
Take 7 says that's
water.
12 hours. That's rookie numbers.
Oh, come on, whatever. Nobody gets close to what we do with the boom. Nobody.
Claire wants to turn the frown upside down shirt.
Oh, we gotta have it. We did it with a guest. I don't think I'll do it with a guest because it even embarrasses me a little bit. There's almost a nipple showing when I wear the shirt.
Who was it? Was it Rob? Was it Rob? When
I don't know.
That thing out?
But you were apologizing. I thought it was Jason. Wasn't it Jason? Yeah, I think it was Jason.
I don't remember.
And because I remember he was just thrilled to be on the show, but you're like, I'm so
Oh, that's
sorry.
right. Mash and Drum.
Yeah, Mash and Drum. And it was like, you're like, apologize. I'm so sorry we did this when you were on. He goes, no, it's fine.
It was such a distraction.
And it is. And I got a little embarrassed even. Usually I'll wear another shirt under it.
All right.
We're
going to wrap this one up. We're going to get set up for the next show. Colin, if you're still tuning in, we'll get that invite out to you in a couple minutes.
Coming to you in the email.
Yep.
Scotch it, you Scotch gods.
Cilantro, dummies.
See you in about 15.